Привет! Добрый вечер. Или доброго времени суток. Да, сейчас будет тот стрёмный трактор. Э, э, Так, пока еще не все пришли, сейчас я тут кое-что доделаю, что не успела сделать до стрима. Блин. Отдохнула. Ну, такое ощущение, что я отдыхала минут 5 где-то. Вот так. Но я успела пообщаться со своими друзьями-ютуберами. И мы решили, что завтра у нас будет коллаб. Почему? Ну, потому что вот я сидела и общалась с ребятами. И время пролетело очень быстро. Как я с ними познакомилась? Было все очень сумбурно. Обо мне тогда практически вообще никто не знал, кроме моих друзей, с которыми я знакома и так. И тут мне в Твиттере написал Глист. Говорит: привет, давай познакомимся, я тоже ютубер, давай заколлабимся. Я такая: о, классно, я не против. Мы заколлабились, и вот с тех пор общаемся. Потом Глист познакомил меня с Сионом, с Виви, потом с Пашей, и вот сейчас к нам в компанию прибавился Гара. Так, пятки. Окей. Так, мне страшен там этот трактор бешеный. Да. Конечно, когда нету вообще никакой аудитории, тяжело стримить, потому что тебе приходится много разговаривать, и тебе нужно разговаривать именно с кем-то, ну, то есть обращаться к зрителю. А так как я понимала своим мозгом то, что у меня нету никаких вообще зрителей, было очень тяжело. Я старалась, правда. Я старалась. О! Ай! Ай! Да ну, отойдите от меня вообще. Да блин. Привет, Юра. Когда много зрителей, но я не знаю, у меня еще не бывало прям много-много зрителей. Прям совсем много. Ну, что приятно чувствовать чьё-то присутствие рядом с собой. Ну, когда ты осознаешь то, что ты не один. С тобой вот сидят ребята. Ай! Ребята с тобой сидят. И ребятам интересно. И ребятам нравится то, что ты делаешь. Так. 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 Блин, я за это время могла бы уже на самом деле ворота эти дурацкие открыть. А! Ой. Ай. Блин. Ладно. Бросаю всю эту шумовую, открываю ворота и ухожу. Все. Открывай, блин, ты черт. Ты черт, открывай. Открывай, ты черт. Ворота! Дурацкие ворота. Этим трактором, господи. Фух, я прошла. Да вот, не работали, да. К сожалению.
The coal mine wasn't far now.
А, да, собственно, стрим, который завтра будет, коллаб, 3 часа дня. Будет первый мой just chatting. Код обычно приходит под конец. Первый just chatting. Ну, общение, короче. Общение с аудиторией.
The current of its narrative had taken me deeper and deeper into dark waters. Alice had been taken from me. Barry was probably in jail. I was a fugitive from the FBI. The whole world taken over by the dark presence was trying to destroy me. It all felt real, but it matched a textbook case of insanity.
Так. Да, да, разговорный стрим, все правильно. Я иногда забываю русские слова и говорю по-английски. А может здесь что-нибудь вкусненькое есть?
And you're listening to KBF FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained. You see, I encountered a big shot.
А, тебя YouTube там обижает, да? Банит твои вопросы. Ох уж этот YouTube.
I'm just so peeved right now, because some people just shouldn't be carrying badges. I'm just glad that our Sheriff Breaker was there to straighten things out. And if someone I met last night is listening, let me just say,
Я думала, он уже закончил разговаривать.
I'm pretty sure you're not the bad guy here. Godspeed, son. I hope you know what you're doing. Now, on a lighter note, I'll be talking to Dr. Nelson all morning. But first, a little music.
Там будет я, чат и ребята. Ой, машина. Моя машина. О, здорово, ребята. Ого, ты куришь трубку. Ой, я здесь уже была. Точно была. А! Мне сюда? Или дальше проехать? Блин, зайду сюда, вдруг там есть что-нибудь классное. Я как-то курила трубку один раз. Я была у друга в гостях, и так уж вышло то, что у нас не было сигарет, а мне очень сильно хотелось покурить. Вот, и он мне набил трубку. Это было очень тяжело. Ну, в смысле, я чуть не выкашляла все свои легкие. Так. Я опять кучу страниц пропустила, да?
Spying on the writer on the ferry had been a disappointment. His boss had made Wake out to be something special, but Maud hadn't been impressed. He'd gotten a good long look at the wife, though, and he liked what he saw. Maud had fantasized about goading Wake into
Да,
a fight,
курить вредно для здоровья, так что
he'd get his chance to see if the
кто
writer had
не
anything in
курит,
him.
не
He had promised
начинайте.
as much.
Что еще мне давали попробовать? Как-то мне дали попробовать сыр с плесенью. Бри, я не помню, он как-то так назывался, по-моему. Или камамбер, ну что-то типа того. И я очень предвзято отнеслась к этому. Я такая, фу, как можно есть сыр с плесенью, это же так мерзко. Как? Вот как? Ну, я себя пересилила, попробовала, и мне понравилось. Да, кстати, я об этом узнала, вот про удержание дыма во рту уже после того, как скурила трубку.
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
Так. Эти ворота никак не открыть, да? А там невидимая стена. А, нет. Можно залезть. Окей.
I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me. I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
Ага, и теперь уже ночью, как нам возвращаться? Он хотел здесь встретиться с похитителем своей жены.
Where the hell are you? Change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around by you.
You want to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello? Ah! I'm gonna kill him.
Ага. Как мне
I
отсюда
had to get to Mirror
спуститься?
Peak.
О май! Куда мне вообще бежать?
It was close. Maybe closer than ever before.
Фу, господи. О, надо глянуть. Что за игра там? И кто копается в Unreal в движке, не забывайте каждый месяц забирать бесплатные ассеты. Ай! Ну все, сейчас челики придут. Ай! Блин, слишком долго светило. А-а-а! Так. Куда мне идти-то? Блин! Да ну нафиг. Ай! Привет! А, это рукописи. А я думала, это капкан опять.
When Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She was young, vibrant,
А,
and
ничего,
beautiful, full of
бывает,
life.
да.
He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And best of all, she made the words flow, strong and sharp. She was his muse.
Звучит забавно. Ай! А! Меня тоже коцнуло. Окей. Куда дальше? Какая бешеная штука, блин. Ай, зря я сюда залезла. Ой, зря. Блин, мне бы жизнь восстановить. Здорово, Dark XS. Так. А контрольная точка-то будет? Что за фигня? Что за фигня? Что за фигня?
The only way to reach the hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
Да, конечно, обязательно туда идти. Здорово, мужики. Ой, как вас много. По одному, пожалуйста. Ёлки-палки. О, нет! Да блин. Тут очень открытое пространство. Нет! Я со страха попускала все эти световые гранаты. Наконец-то контрольная точка. Прикольно. Так, хорошо. Так. Ладно. О, бегут, бегут. Смотрите на них. Смотрите на них. А! Как вас много-то? Ой, да блин. Где там вообще? А-а-а! Да блин. Да я не могу сосредоточиться нормально из-за этих летающих топоров. А! Все закончилось. Бешеная тележка. Где? А? Так. Хорош. Блин, ну тут так мало места. Да блин. Да отстань ты, ёлки-палки. Я справилась. Все хорошо. Блин. Юра ушел. Ладно, пока, друг. А чё, я не молодец? Разве я не молодец? Ну и что? Ну и что? Зато я всех убила.
Some of the Taken retained echoes of their former selves, but these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell covered and filled with darkness. In most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the dark presence. But for anything more elaborate, as with the writer, it was different. It needed his mind. And so rather than taking him over completely, it merely touched him.
Да что опять? Что опять-то? А нельзя через окно как-нибудь? О, да. Прикольно, прикольно. Блин, так хотела выйти через окно.
There was no way the flashbang grenades were standard power company equipment.
Зачем я это делала? Я же не туда идти. Да блин, да не те гранаты ты кидаешь, дорогой. Вот так. Да вашу ж... Почему только одного? Ай! Скучаю ли я, потому что... ну да. Есть такое немного.
I stared through the bars of the jail cell. Barry stood behind me, swaying on his feet, looking as ill as I felt. Agent Nightingale stood on the other side of the bars with Sheriff Breaker. Nightingale had a stack of manuscript pages in his hand. He seemed unhinged as he gloated. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent.
Пасеки. То, что надо. А почему фонарик-то не работает? Алло. А. Блин. Да какая нафиг ракетница, ты чёрт. Какой чёрт ты выпустил у него ракетницу? Скажи мне, Алан. Why? А! Я упала. Я упала.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
А это типа лучше? Что, где, откуда? Ага, ясно, понятно. Спасибо. До свидания. Ай, ты зараза, Алан, я думала, ты все это время перезаряжаешь ружье, а ты там коки чешешь. Ну перезаряди ты уже. Конечно, конечно, конечно. Да-да-да-да-да. 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 Это зачем еще?
The dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
Класс, теперь мы на кладбище.
shift may cause cancer.
Стойте, 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 стойте. Ты чё такие быстрые-то? Ты стоя, я буду в тебя стрелять. Да блин, ты где вообще? Нифига живучий, блин. Да, кстати, я об этом не подумала, но действительно выглядит оно все именно так. Ура! Как я люблю эти контрольные точки.
The place was dead, a ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
Вот уж действительно Ghost, блин. Ghost Town.
Things were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight, something to lash out on. There wasn't. I was filled with doubt. I was nothing like the hero in my books. Alex Casey had gone through his life with single-minded determination, never wavering from his goal. Even now, I was angry at myself, angry at Alice, angry at Barry. I was fumbling and I had no plan.
А? Что это было? Кто-то Луну отключил? О май. Бешеная техника. Да блин, куда я там летела-то? Ясно. Ай! Ёлки-палки. Ау! А блин. О, где, откуда? Да блин! У меня батарейки заканчиваются в самый неподходящий момент. Ай! Да вот, уже прилетело, конечно. Быстрее, быстрее, быстрее. Так. Бешеные тележки. Окей. Все, я надеюсь, на этом все. Кто? А. Вот эта хрень. Ага. Да, как мне это нравится. Как мне это нравится. От нее фиг увернешься. Как прекрасно и замечательно. Так. Ау, прям по голове. Ключ какой-то. Чего, собственно, ключик от домика? Угу.
Anything outside of writing is a struggle. I
Да
feel
ну
ill.
прям.
I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawled back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
Ага.
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
Блин, какие же страшные вздохи. Просто ужас. Вороны. Быстрее, Алан. Молодец, молодец, молодец. Так, так, быстро, 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 быстро. Беги, Алан, беги. Черт. Блин, я сегодня уже была в темной пещере и опять сюда же спустилась. Опять тележки летающие.
Even behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel, Nightingale could feel the locals' eyes on him, the unrelenting pressure of their judgment. He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done.
Наш же спуки Октобер.
Please, he thought.
Вот мы играем в страшные, жуткие игры. Так, тележка. А ну стоять, блин. На месте. Стой. А, прикольно. Да, да, конечно, конечно. А! Интересно, что будет, если я вдруг соберу все термосы?
I'd have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
Мама. Так. Скоро уже мы отсюда выберемся, наконец-то. Я надеюсь. Это же выход, да. Ну, да, все, вижу небо, все хорошо. Так. Опять эти вороны. Давай. Быстрее, Алан, быстрее. Оп. Я в домике. Да, честно говоря, хотелось бы навалять этим теням. Типа, я бы тоже взяла бы топорик или бензопилу, да, и погоняла бы с удовольствием этих теней. В чем проблема? Мне никто топор не дает. Откуда? Так. Блин, я так на них все свои батарейки изведу. О май! Это было очень близко. Нет. Ай! Удевшая штука. Взяла меня, пнула. Блин! Да нет же, нифига, ракетница, Алан. Оставляет меня мужик. Спасибо. Спасибо. Чуть ли не на голову. О, ай-яй-яй-яй-яй. Я тебе дам, блин. Я тебе дам. Понял? Спокойной ночи, Dark Access. Зачем это вообще было прям рядом с контрольной точкой? А! Так. Спокойно. Вороны. А, не. Ай, да вы офигели. Ай. А! Так. Нет. Эти вздохи.
Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the Wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
Может, там какие-нибудь обновления подлетели? Нужно обновить. Ой, чуть не перелетела. Почему бы просто не подтянуться? Просто не залезть на эту штуку, надо обязательно что-то пнуть. страшный дом. Ага, ну да, понятно. Да ясно. А, еще и в подвал предлагаете? Какая роскошь. Нет! Вот, знаете, я вот на секунду подумала, вот сейчас вот случится такая штука, и черт, эта штука случилась. Так. Да что ты бросаешь? А, у меня другого и нет выбора. Вау, 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 вау. Да фак! Сейчас просто ракетницами их заплюю и все. Будут знать, как со мной дела иметь. О! То где еще? Ага, все, получили, блин. Так, стоп, 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 стоп. Ага. Так, а там потрошки же были. И вот здесь. Ага. Интересно, когда этот эпизод закончится?
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
Кофе?
I was close now.
Кофе?
I had
Там
to
было
get there
кофе?
fast. I dreaded what I would find.
Где? А где кофе? Оно в доме было или где? Где было кофе? У решетки. А, точно, я про него забыла. Спасибо. Спасибо большое.
I tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now.
Так. Скорее всего, у Алана тоже шизофрения.
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
Ой, все закушают его сейчас. Все, он тоже обратился. Скримак. О боже. Не, нереально выжить после такого падения. Ну нереально. Вот, третий эпизод закончился. Даже какая-то шикарная музыка. Прикольно.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice. Hartman, I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, You lie.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated
Да.
schizophrenia.
Шизофрения.
Alan, just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had pumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. The door was locked. I was a prisoner here.
И что мне делать?
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah, I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message, loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good. This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan.
Блин, как же красиво. Поехали, дядя. Я тебе мешала.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a
Не,
very vulnerable
это
state until you
психиатрическая
understand and
лечебница
accept
для
this.
творческих
Alice
людей.
drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained.
Котяра спит, кстати, на кровати. Солнечные часы. Почему это похоже на Skyrim?
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring. isn't it?
Да, вид и правда
Cauldron Lake spread
шикарный.
below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the
obviously
one
loved
trying
his
to
own
bring you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
created
madly
for
inside
yourself.
my head.
But
I
can't
dug my
do
nails
it
into
by
the palms of my
myself.
hands to stay
You
focused.
Вот,
need to work
кстати,
with
да,
me.
крик был
Once
бы
you
не
accept
лишним
that,
против этих
we can
теней.
begin the journey
Просто
towards your
так,
recovery.
хруст руда, и все, и они все разлетелись.
Come along. Let's go inside. Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful,
Пройду
yeah.
ли я Dead Space? Только ремастер и только под дулом пистолета.
Scary, scary.
Emerson.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay. Sorry. Ew.
That's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on
Elbow
video
strike.
games.
Ooh.
It's trash, of course, but it does involve
get
some
'em to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Да, я уже рассказывала историю про то, как я пыталась пройти Dead Space 2. Ну, ничего, расскажу еще раз. В общем,
Now, you might have noticed the typewriter
я
in your
такая
room.
подумала,
You've been writing
блин,
as a
я
part
такая
of the
крутая,
therapy.
я смогу
As
пройти
soon as you
Dead
feel
Space
up to
2.
it, you should
Конечно.
continue.
Я его скачала, зашла, начала играть, и как бы там был такой момент, то что со всех сторон начали лезть эти монстры этими, как их там, ножами, руками-ножами. Ну, в общем, и от них нужно было убегать. И мне так было страшно, я пыталась от них убежать, но у меня не получилось, меня начали хавать. Знаете, что я сделала? Я закрыла игру. Вот прям через диспетчер.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm. I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had a, how should I put this, a heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well,
О,
in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Хорошо.
I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
Капец, вам так мало лет было, и вы прошли Dead Space.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Say, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm. The Anderson farm. Valhalla! We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right.
Да, у нас в обеих играх фигурируют скандинавские боги и шизофрения.
But I kept it safe from these bastards.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense. Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words.
Tom, you got any booze on you?
Yeah, no.
We have a stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain. Oh, I just noticed. Leather patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll. Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch. She used us all.
Baba Yaga?
Taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch. And my ravens. What were they? Memory and thought, the hag. She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does. We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god. Nightmares shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake. Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and wrong. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other writer. She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you? Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid. Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit.
Блин, мне нравятся эти детки.
Built the farm close to the lake, a place of power. We had parties there, man. You should go there and have a party. That Bob Balder threw the amp through the window.
He's checking on it now.
Yeah.
Опа, термос.
Overreacting or anything.
Well, he's the boss.
I may need a hand here later on, Birch. The storm's bound to make you-know-who jumpy. You know how they get.
Gotcha. The doc's got me looking after Wake here, but holler if it gets
Something's wrong.
rowdy.
I'm
I'll
not
do
myself.
that, Birch.
It's hard to think. There's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room.
Капец, он со мной разговаривает с первого этажа.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody, calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did he get a damn hammer?
I don't know.
Hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Mjolnir, wench. Oh, afraid of the crazy
Sinclair looked
buggers,
bad.
are ya?
That
Not
wasn't
so
a love
weak
tap.
now,
The crazy old
are
fart
we?
hit her hard.
Они
If
ее
she was one of
убили?
Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he was keeping them.
It's my storm. I'm taking it. Come out and face the music, Birch. It's time to pay the piper. We're out of
Да уж, веселуха. Будь здоров.
Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna sue your crazy quack ass to shreds!
Barry?
Ow! About time!
Barry! Man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't
Да
hassle me too
блин,
much.
я
I'm
застряла.
obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that vet gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
Да, прикольно, конечно, но я не могу ничего сделать. Я застряла. Вот, слава богу. Вот чё он так много кушал? Вот не надо было так много кушать. Когда бы я сразу прошла.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake.
Прям в полный рост не могу. Могу по колено показать.
No idea.
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create
Вы
something
же там
absolutely
мемчики
wonderful
делаете.
with your ability and mine.
Это что за ухмылочка такая была? Типа, получил по заслугам. Черт, не верил мне. Выдрал мне мозги, да? Там тень расползается. Быстрее. Да ну нафиг. Ну и что мне делать? И что мне делать? Мне ничего не осталось, алло. Ай! Я все-таки получила, да? Так. Ай-яй-яй.
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach. Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front, and he certainly didn't want to end
Там
up
ждуны
like every
были, да?
artist he had
Я не
worked with here,
заметила.
damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction. To
У
be a
меня это
producer,
были просто
that was
какие-то
what most of these
бесформенные
people were in need of
фигуры.
anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
Так, здесь больше ничего нет. Мне как бы выйти надо. Дверь-то откройте, пожалуйста. Что? И что? И что дальше-то? Убьешь меня, да? Да что это мне делать-то? Я не понимаю. Окей, окей. Мне показали механику, а я забила на нее. Окей. Конечно. Честно, я бы вот даже на такой бы забор полезла и перелезла бы. Знаю, что за мной такая вот штука, блин, неприятная. Ну, конечно, началось. Началось.
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
Да, помимо рук у меня есть еще и ноги, так что... Я думаю, вы поняли, о чем я, да? Я неплохо играю, просто я играю ногами. А чё так много? А чё так много? Куда? Там тупик, что ли, за мной? Класс, у меня закончились патроны. Зараза. Да я же свечу на тебя, ты козел. Да блин. Что? Да вы рофлите, да вы рофлите, да это же нечестно. Ай. Ай! Опять ты, черт, остался. Один. На этот раз у меня хватило на тебя пуль. Зараза.
Hartman hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been writing, and he had woken something up in the depths of the lake. Now, it was coming for him. Hartman had naturally prepared for a situation like this. The idiot brothers would keep Wake distracted while Hartman double-checked everything, just to be sure.
А, вы протест вспомнили.
You get 2 pills in the morning, and then you'll be nice and calm all day long. You get 3 pills in the evening.
А вот и врач.
You'll sleep like a baby.
А! Тут еще вороны. Сколько мне еще раз нужно в него выстрелить? 1, окей. Дурацкие птицы. Да блин. Я не могу следить и за птицами, и за этими челиками. Очень тяжело. Ну блин. Ну я не могу так. Я не могу так следить и за птицами, и за челиками. Слишком много. Да блин! блин! Ай. Ну, капец! Ну, идите нафиг, блин. Но! Ой, все, ой, все, я сказала. Ай, блин. Так. Гранаты у меня все отобрали, когда я в больничку попала, так что да, у меня нифига нет. А, перчат... Слушайте, для верчата нужна 3D-шная моделька. Нет, 3D-модели у меня нет. Да, у моей модельки... Моя моделька обрезана по колено. Ай! Куда я вообще пошла, блин? Я не туда пошла. Блин. Надо понемногу восстановиться. Ух. Почему до колен? Ну, потому что не было необходимости делать полный рост. Привет, Декстер. Нет, ты не вовремя, потому что я уже заканчиваю. Привет, Тащер. Да, у меня в руках фонарик. И у Алана в руках фонарик. Что происходит? Ага. Телега. Так. Дайте мне контрольную точку. А, вот и точка. Как удачно.
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay.
Чё-то вы поналетели все под конец.
He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded. Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
Так, дойду сейчас до контрольной точки. Эмиль Мэйд, Том дует. Понятно. Ну, это контрольная точка. Все, да, на этом мы с вами остановимся. Ребята, спасибо всем, кто смотрел. Кто не подписался, подписываемся, активнее подписываемся на 500 подписчиков. Я буду играть в Outlast 1. Думаю, вам будет интересно посмотреть. Так что да, все зависит только от вас. Ага. Ой, спасибо большое за комплименты, очень приятно, ребята. Пока-пока. Спокойной ночи вам, сладких снов или хорошего вечера. Давайте, пока-пока.
Thank you.